private lending as an asset class really just gaining steam in the last decade. But even though this has been a concept that's been around for eons, so I guess how do you build trust with investors for a relatively new asset concept? And maybe how much does the fact that large institutions are getting on board kind of help the cause?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and like you mentioned, private lending is not new. It's actually existed, for thousands of years. It's actually private lending has actually been around longer than the stock markets. But it really in the last decade or so, people have been wrapping private lending, with its structures to put them in more investable, frameworks, which has caused them to seem quite new, or it's new for definitely retail investors. With regards to confidence, or the built of confidence, I think the fact that, having lived, these private lending funds, having lived through the last 6 to 7 months definitely gives it, a stress test to, to judge them upon. I think there's, people that can show that they fared pretty well, what went, well, what went wrong, stuff like that, is definitely, something that will be discussed for, many years to come as far as, how you did through this period. So I think that, that gives, a lot of funds and managers some credibility after that. And as we continue to come out on the other side of that, institutional allocations to private lending have been fairly rampant for quite a number of years now. So I think that that's giving the, the asset class some credence. Some very big names, go on Google, type, institutional private lending allocations, and you'll see many, many great white papers from all the big firms, as well as a lot of lists of who's who of who's investing in that space from, a big name world. A few of those names in our own backyard would be people like Canada Pension Plan, OMERS, Manulife, to name a few. So that